It's the Friday Cocktail, presented by Anna Glavinsky.
But now we're talking about brand new music. I've got a guest on the line, Miel De Botton, who is launching her song, Loved Ones.
Hello, Anna. How fine, and you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Nice to see you joining us from the great outdoors by the looks of it.
Well, actually, I have just come in from the outdoors, but that's a painting behind me.
Oh, wow. Well, at least it's not a Zoom background. Sometimes they're just so convincing. People look like they're in the top of amazing skyscrapers and they're actually just sat in the sofa in their pajamas.
It's true.
That's true. All right. So anyway, delighted for you to be joining us. You're talking about the launch of Loved Ones, which is a beautiful title, by the way. Why did you decide to focus on Loved Ones as the title and the theme of your music?
Loved Ones was a title I found with Andy Wright, actually, my producer manager. You know, we do so many creative projects together. I wanted to focus on, I discovered as my career was progressing that people were really enthusiastic about what I was doing and they really wanted to express themselves as well. It was kind of, I could feel their secret wish, having had my own secret wish for years, you know. I thought, wow, well, wouldn't it be great to just include them and do projects with them? And also do tributes to, my mum and dad. As you probably know, but the audience might not know, that my mum's one is with my mum singing on it as well, which was an unexpected miracle. It was fantastic. It's just involving my loved ones, and I hope people will relate because obviously we all have an intimate circle of friends and loved ones, and we all have, this wish for passion projects, really, which I wanted to explore with them.
You should explain a little bit more about how it's a collaborative project that's worked on together.
So there's 12 songs, some of them there's one with a group of friends singing a friend's song about how wonderful it is to have true friends, checking up on us and stuff, checking we're okay. My mum's one is, about her wish for perfection. She came with some of her own lyrics, and we mixed them with mine. My friend Cornelia, who's a beauty therapist, she told me her story. She came from Romania, and the song is called The Freedom Song. And I talked about my dad, and we talked about difficult moments that we'd known feeling not free, and how we have now progressed to a feeling of feeling more free in our lives. Those are kind of examples, but each one is a different project. So, my brother, he didn't want to sing, for example. So he just gave us instructions. He said, I love Genesis. So I want the drums to sound like Genesis. He wanted the song to be called Transcendence. All the titles, by the way, are quite idealistic. I love that. There's transcendence, immortality. It goes on like that. You'll see. And so he gave us instructions. So it's different for every person, every project.
I mean, often love, musically, is talked about romantic love. So it's really nice that you've chosen to look at a different type of love, which really does shape our everyday lives. It is so important to all of us. But not every music creator that goes on to actually work with those people and include them in the songs. Normally it's about them. Like, how did you navigate? Like, what if somebody couldn't sing? What if they were a rubbish singer? How did you actually make sure you were creating good work that was true to your creative vision, but whilst including people without just because you love them, not being patronising?
Well, they do say everyone can sing, and I do feel that way. The group of friends, it was a mixture of the people who could make it, who were enthusiastic. They weren't, some of them, I'm not going to lie, some of them weren't pitch perfect, but it didn't matter. We found ways around it, and so that they could express the best moments of the song where they were pitch perfect. Do you know what I mean?
And did you ever argue? Was it pretty much you're the boss, so you've got to decide whether it feels right creatively, and what would happen if you came across different viewpoints?
So far, we haven't really come across different viewpoints. I'm trying to think, but no, I don't think we have. I mean, it's a process, you know. I did a song with my vocal coaches, which hasn't come out yet because, you know, it's coming out in 3 volumes, this album, so that people can really enjoy it slowly. And that was with my vocal coaches. It's been quite a process, and we haven't done the video yet. And it's all about transformation, actually. And the song has been transformed, you know, in this process. So it's I would say, you know, it has been harmonious, but it's a process. Yeah.
And so what about, you know, you release the music for people to download and to listen to. What about live performances? Have you got anything coming up?
Well, it's very exciting. We just did a warm-up gig, which was sort of semi-private with people bringing along friends, but also journalists in the Freedom Bar in Soho. That was a warm-up gig for this very exciting concert coming up in Paris, where I'm opening for Simply Red at the Accor Arena, which is a legendary place. You know, I spent 10 years in Paris, but it was called Bercy at the time, and it was really where Johnny Hallyday went. I went to see Kylie there recently. It's 11,000 to 14,000 people, depending on how big they make it. So that is obviously a huge event, which I've been prepping for. And then after that, maybe some touring. We'll see. We haven't got anything finalized yet. But
so who are you touring with? You know, you've done a collaborative project with all these friends and family. Are you dragging them all onto the stage with you?
Well, it's a very good question. I mean, for example, my friend Cornelia, I think she's dying to get on the stage. She was a singer when she was 18. And so at the moment, we've got, for the Freedom Bar gig, we had them recorded into the keyboard, which was my mum, for my mum's song, and Cornelia. So they were singing, you know, in front of the audience, and that was just brilliant. But I do want to do an album launch, and who knows who we will drag along. Let's see. You know, obviously they've got to be able to take the pressure. So Cornelia might be able to do it because she was a singer in the past, but we'll just have to judge it as we go along.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun is on the cards. Now, we're going to be playing Hit Song today. What can you tell us about that?
So Hit Song is, it's all about my dreams as a little girl and to become a singer. And I wasn't sure initially whether to include it on the album because I thought, well, you know, who's the loved one here? And all my friends and loved ones said, no, it's you. And people will relate to it because they all, you know, we all have dreams. So that's what it's about. And I just did want to add in that romantically, I do have a song in there, which has been released called Forever Man, which is about my ideal man. And I think it's very beautiful. And that's a collaboration on the music part with a few of my loved ones. But it's also there'll be beautiful animation coming with it and stuff. So do have a look on YouTube and when it comes out, and have a look on Spotify for that song, which is already released. And it's kind of a romantic rhapsody, I would say, like Bohemian Rhapsody, but it's all about love and romance. So yeah.
Okay, and on to Hit Song. We're going to be playing that now. Would you like to go ahead and introduce it?
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Anna. So yes, this is a song which is, there's a sort of a tribal cry at the beginning, which I love singing. And it's all about expressing yourself and fun and joy. And anyone who wants to write a hit song should go ahead and do it. But any passion project, follow your dreams. That's the message.
Okay, and just give us the name of the song and who it's by, and we'll press play.
So it's a hit song, and it's by Miel De Botton.
TRE.
Talk Radio Europe.